Good morning. I am Jacob Kaisand, and these are my partners, Jacob Eggleston, Mason Spree, and Jack Schober. I will say the meaning and the intro. Jacob will do the size, budget, and expenses, as well as nets. Mason will do the surface area and volume, and Jack will conclude our presentation. Also, if you have any questions, please save them until the end.
So alright, to kick things off, we're going to start with the size of this and the placement. So we are going to place this in the front of the school, right where every kid enters so that they can see it right when they come into school. And the approximate size of this would be 5 feet tall, and it's going to be about 8 feet wide. And the scale is 1 inch in the model equals 6.31 inches for the full sculpture. And then here's the nets. So on the left we've got the original net, and on the right is our new and improved net that we've made. And we switched all the dimensions to equal the same, so every triangle is the same, and every width of it is the same too, so it'll be 2 by 2 for the base and 5 inches by 5 inches for the height. And then for the width, we kept that the same, and radius is 4 feet. Oh wait, I'm sorry. For the net on the top, it's actually 5 feet by 5 feet, not 5 inches. And going back to the base, the radius is 4 feet, so the whole thing will be about 8 feet wide, and it's about 1 foot thick.
Okay, so for the expenses, we're going to have 4 by 8 aluminum sheets, 1/8 inches thick, and it's going to be about $215.36 per sheet. And we think we're going to need about 9 sheets total, so the total cost for the aluminum sheets will be $2,054.53. For the concrete base, it's about $2.99 per 60-pound bag, so we think we're going to need about 150 bags of those. The total amount of concrete we'll need will be $448.50. So the total cost for the sculpture will be $2,503.03. And then our income is $400 from this donation.
So then the total expense after the income would be $1,738.03.
Our total surface area would be about 1,407.48 inches squared, and then our total volume would be about 311.43. Is that feet squared?
Yeah, it's
feet squared, sorry. And then the cylinder volume would be about 301.44, and then the surface area would be about 1,346.48. Our pyramid volume would be 3.33, and surface area would be 17. And then the meaning of the sculpture. Got it up. Okay. The meaning of the sculpture is how students have been growing both mentally and physically. And then the right pyramid signifies the 6 pillars of character. And then at the bottom of the sculpture, it reads the district quote, which is, "Creating a passion for learning that will sustain students for a lifetime." And then every student will walk through the door and be reminded of this meaning. And in conclusion, we'd like to thank you for listening to our speech, and this has been an interesting experience.
Thank you.
Yep. Any questions?
How do you plan to fund the other $1,703.03?
We're planning on probably doing a donation through the school. Just anybody that wanted to pitch in to help could.
Like the blood drive in 7th grade for a fundraiser.
guys pull up your total cost again, your 2503? You got total cost there, right?
Yeah, that's, before the income.
Okay. And then on the next one, if you subtract the 400,
Yeah, from each person.
you giving us 400 each, mister? Quickle?
Are giving how much to who?
200 each, 400
Oh,
total.
I thought it, you meant like 400 from each person. Oh, okay,
Okay, I was curious about that, so you subtracted 800.
yeah.
I got you.
Can you flip back to that slide real quick when you're just at? So, is it 4 inches by 8 inch sheets of metal?
4 foot by 8 foot.
4 foot by 8 foot.
Yeah.
And did you explain why you chose aluminum, or did I miss that?
Because it was cheaper and also that it's stainless,
And it's pretty good material too.
Cheaper than,
well, like iron or full steel or anything like it.
Where'd you find that information from?
The website you sent us.
That's a pretty good answer. Well, aluminum, it's kind of deceptive. It's cheaper per weight, by the weight, because aluminum's lighter, but it's actually more expensive than normal steel if you calculate it like the cost, based on weight. And then my last question on the concrete base, how did we come up with 60 bags of concrete?
With 60-pound bags.
60-pound bags and 150 bags. How do we figure that out?
Well, it's 1.4 square feet per bag, so we
Okay.
took that, and then it's $3 per bag. So,
I got a question for you, Bob. When you handed this in on the bottom, did you guys calculate the surface area and volume of the actual thing? Or the surface area and the volume of the model?
Our new one or the old
Well,
one?
that's what I'm asking you. You've got calculations on here, and I'm wondering if which one did you do first? Did you calculate the sculpture, the real thing, or the model?
The real thing.
And then how did you convert it to the model?
The scale was
6.31?
Yeah,
So
so
you
you
use
divide
that.
that by 6.31.
Okay. Now, remember that when you do surface area and volume, the relationship of the dimensions is basically 1 to 6, right? But the relationship of the surface areas then will be 1 to 36. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's 1/6 quantity squared, because you're using that one dimension that's 1 to 6, but you're using that dimension twice to compute that. And then with the volume, you're actually doing it 3 times, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So you actually calculated the sculpture, then you tried to convert it back to the model by dividing by 6.31?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Nice work.